Welcome to the first video that I am doing with microphones. I didn't know it was going to come with two, but I have tested the microphones out and it seemed to work just fine. So let me know what you think and if you found the sound quality was much better for you. They're not top of the range, but hopefully it should just offer a better listening experience for you. So enjoy. So we are going to be doing a mini back massage, and I'm going to begin by cleansing the space with sound. And I have my lovely hot stones ready because that can just be a nice addition. They're lovely and warm and ready to go, especially on a cold evening like tonight. But first, actually, I'm going to just blend some essential oils. I actually got some new essential oils as a birthday present, so let's use some of the new ones and see how they smell. I'm going to use lotus. I love to use essential oils in my treatments. It's a nice mist of essential oils to begin. And then we're going to introduce some sound. Sound creates beautiful vibrations that help bring us back to a sense of calm. Just like the waves crashing in, the ebbs and flows, the breath, the rise, and fall of the body as we breathe, the breath. All helping to bring us back into this space of centered and calm reflection. Crystal bowls create a lot of vibration, so they are fantastic tools for stepping outside of the chaos of the mind and into the here and now. Each bowl is a different note, and each note represents different energy points in the body. I'll strike the bowl 7 times, representing each of the 7 chakra points. We connect to the breath, and if we are lying on our front, the breath rises and falls through the back of the body. If we're lying on our back, breathing into the belly, allowing expansion and softening, creating space within ourselves to be peaceful, calm, to gather up stagnant energy, negativity, and then let it go. So I'm going to focus mainly on the upper back. And this will be a slightly different treatment to how I would normally do it, just because of the camera angle, so I can't really walk around the side. So I'm going to see how we go and try to make the treatment as balanced as possible. So I'm first just focusing in on stroking movements that bring the client used to the touch of the hands. Gentle touch is so underestimated and undervalued. So many people will go to a spa for a treatment and they will pick a massage. And then the whole time they're having the massage, they're focused on the end result and getting rid of the knots, which of course is fantastic. It's great to get rid of, all the little knots and aches and pains. But the reality is it's very unlikely, especially with a Swedish massage, as opposed to like sports or osteopath or deep tissue, that you're going to get rid of those knots all in one session. And so the whole treatment ends up, the client is just focused on the end result. What about being in the here and now? Gentle touch is healing, nourishing, calming, relaxing. And when we keep the pressure lighter, I'll take my shoes off. We are also accessing the connective tissue, the fascia, where often long-standing injury might be held. The belief is in yoga that when we stretch different parts of the body, we're linking to emotional energies, those emotional energies that I was referring to when striking the bowl, the 7 main chakra points. And there's actually quite a lot of science behind the fact that the physical body and the emotional body are very much so connected. But what about massage? The same is true. Releasing pressure through the body is great for not only helping us to feel and move better physically, but also just how we feel within ourselves. That's why often when you have any sort of holistic treatment, Indian head massage, normal massage, Swedish, facial reflexology, it can be very common to feel quite drained. You know, sometimes people feel worse before they feel better because we've not only worked into the muscles, but sometimes it's almost like we're resetting the nervous system. And so, yeah, it's often the way that we say sometimes you're going to feel a little bit worse before you feel better. And that's okay. Let's see how these hot stones are feeling. They get quite hot. But they are such a lovely tool to use. Just to relax the body and mind, and of course the muscles. And we can use light or firm pressure as we go. Just kind of gliding along the body. I always have the hot stones ready to go for my clients because it's just a lovely addition. And if you say, would you like the hot stones? It's just, you know, it's always nice to be able to offer that if that's something that they would like. And it's always no extra cost because it's just a simple addition that we can add at any time, you know, especially in a massage, but I also use hot stones in reflexology as well. So Sean can get quite tight shoulders. Normally he's a pretty chilled guy, so it doesn't get too bad, but he does work out a lot, so sometimes he gets a little bit of muscle soreness around the it normally is around the shoulders or around the shoulder blades. So we try to release some of that where we can. Oops. I hope the sound is a little bit better for you guys, especially when you're listening with headphones. And I always encourage people to use the breath. We release more pressure when we utilize the breath. And you can even try it now. Breathing in and allowing expansion through the body. Seeing if you can connect to any tight spots. And then as you exhale, just let go. Physically, emotionally, stagnant energy. Free up some space for you to just be. Of course, everything is connected. And so often if the kind of shoulders, neck area is tense, then that affects the head, the scalp, and maybe even we're going into then, ear, eye strain, headaches. Just taking the time to work into the upper back can be really beneficial in healing. So I'm just doing some of the techniques that will work best where I don't have to come round to the other side of the bed. I actually have a lot of people, new mums, come for, oh, there's a little bit of a knot there. So when I find tension, I just encourage the client to breathe deeper, holding on those tight spots, and over time they ease. So yeah, because with new mums, the carrying of the baby, the breastfeeding perhaps, or any feeding really, can result in very, very tight shoulders. Even just, the carrying and everything, you're pulling your shoulders forward a lot. So I'll often just have the mummies come just a little 30 minutes, just a little revamp. Since I've been back, actually, a lot of people enjoy a full hour. Who wouldn't? Can really feel the difference between this side and the other side. It's not nearly as tight. It's almost smooth. I often find doing treatments makes me feel very relaxed, kind of get into the zone. Some of my favourite treatments are combinations, and especially when we don't decide in advance, when me and the client just wait until the day, and then we just check in, how are you feeling, what's been going on with life, and let's figure out what you really need. And some people, we just spend most of the time just chilling out and doing meditations, sound. I do love doing like full body massage, front and back, a little bit of work into the scalp, and then a couple of points on the face. Maybe use a few crystals. I just love how unique doing treatments can be. And please know that I always have my hair up for real clients. So I'm just going to work up the spine now. So So I would say I'm applying quite firm pressure, but it's not like deep, somewhere in the middle. And I'm focusing on the muscles to the side of the spine. Now I've done this, I've just realised I'm going to have to go around the other side, but that's okay. Because I can't not balance that out. But I just felt it was needed. Doing treatments came after teaching. Yeah, so I used to just teach. I used to and still do teach higher energy programs as well. Not so much now. I still teach RPM, body pump. Obviously I didn't teach, well not obviously, but I took a bit of time out from teaching while we were trying to conceive. I used to be a instructor trainer, so for Les Mills, so I used to train instructors. But at the same time I was teaching Pilates and yoga out in the community and running workshops, mindful events, retreats, which I still love doing that and do that regularly. Different events every month and retreats dotted throughout the year. And treatments kind of naturally fell into line. I don't know how long now. Quite a long time. Quite a long time ago. Quite a few years have been and gone, so I'm not sure. But I started with reflexology and then built from there. Can I fit round here? Yeah, you can kind of still see. So it started with reflexology and then built up from there. Massage, Indian head massage, facials, but I've done loads of little add-on courses that really help me personalize each treatment to my client. And so many people who come for treatments also come to classes, so it works really well because I kind of get to know them a little bit better and know what's going on with their body too. You can just offer so much more pressure with the elbow. I'll stand over this side. You can kind of see I'm just kind of creating this cupping motion where I'm almost picking up the muscle with the heel of my hand. It feels really nice. So have a think, next time you can make some time for yourself to have a treatment. I love doing massages, but can you, have a combination where you get to enjoy something a bit different? Wherever you are based, I definitely recommend looking for independent therapists. A spa is, God, it's amazing, isn't it? Because you've got all the facilities, but the treatments are much less personal. I have lots of friends who have worked in spas, managers of spas. It's brutal. The spa game is brutal, and I've never worked in one, but I've heard the stories. Back-to-back treatments, 5 minutes in between, 10 treatments a day, all massage, because again, that's what everyone wants. And so it is a very, very different experience. Not that the therapist there won't be absolutely amazing, but if it's the treatment that you love, find a therapist near you that can offer you that more tailored personal experience. I'm going to place my hands just kind of offering that symbolism and awareness to the heart chakra. The breath rising up into the hands, exhaling completely. We'll finish with 3 full breaths in and out. Now let's do a little spritz. It's quite nice and cooling because it's warm in here. And I will just use this towel. And this isn't something I would normally do with a client unless they wanted me to. Or if perhaps I would use like a warm water or something. It's just because we're going to go and have some dinner now. So it will just get some of the oil off for him. Because unlike some people might do, he is not going to have his dinner topless. I really hope that you've enjoyed joining me this evening. I really hope, fingers crossed, that the sound is a little bit better. And we will see each other again soon for some more shared calming space. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me, and see you again soon.